Hey guys, architect Shalaka Lalwani here. So today I have been called to the Leela for Eldrok's Architecture Summit 2022, and I have been invited for a panel discussion on the topic of reshaping, remodeling, the science and art of reshaping, remodeling of existing spaces. So it's a very, very interesting topic, I must say, because I have a lot of thoughts. I'm not prepared. I'm going to be just going to speak from my heart, and what other panelists are speaking. I'm just going to gain traction from their thought and take it forward. But as an architect and urban planner, I want to make certain points, and if I'm not able to make that in the the adrenaline rush of the panel discussion, I would like to just say that to you all. Today's COVID situation, the pandemic that we have all been through, has taught us a number of things. That every space or every building, every asset, that humans create, does go under transformation. It is forced to go under reshaping, remodeling, transformation of the space, the usage of that space, because of number of things. You can see in our own city, most commercial complexes were under lockdown. They were not being used. The whole city was at the standstill. All these buildings were totally shut down. People were not working from offices anymore. They were working from homes, and we reduced a large amount of carbon footprint, by doing that, because all the ACs were off, lights, electricity, machinery, everything was off, and the skies were bluer, and things like that. So after pandemic, the corporates, small businesses, you, me, everybody has literally rethought, reformed the way that we work. We have recreated our own balance or imbalance of how we work today, and we are changing rapidly. We are using digital methodologies to cater to our needs, to complete our job effectively. So in future, it has happened in past, it will happen in future. It may be due to climate change, it may due to some sort of natural disaster, it can be due to a pandemic, it can be due to a terrorist attack, it can be due to a number of reasons that such spaces are going to go under transformation or transformative aspects. Even our residential complexes, everything, they're all going to go through that. But we should not just concentrate on the temporary aspects or cosmetic changes of these spaces, to satisfy our current needs. We must think about their long-term impacts on, how we live as a race, as a human race. Okay, for example, as a country, or as a state, or as a city, we have seen a lot over decades and centuries. We have seen calamities, we have seen natural calamities, we have seen foreign rule, we have seen foreign attacks happening on our city, on our civilization, number of things. And over the year, the way of life of our that has affected the various countries, or our country has changed. The way of life has changed. The architecture, you may say, the way that we identify with spaces has changed drastically. With every invasion, it has been reinvented. But now in 2022, we must think. I will take the liberty to state what I think without any, any sort of artifice. This is what I think. We should think of what sort of impact or legacy, as a country, as a state, as a city, we are going to leave behind, for the coming generation, for the coming, for the future generation, for our, heritage, for our culture, for our development of future races, what sort of legacy are we trying to leave? We must think about that, and we must not only think of our current usage and greedily capture or break or just try to exploit all sort of natural resources or spaces to our current advantage, but we should also have some sort of civic and courteous lookout for our future generations and transform or reform, understanding the impact of the final legacy that we want to place on this earth. Thank you so much. Bye.